Yo, what's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hustle with Julian. Today, I'm going to be going over what I'm doing to prepare myself to be in the best position for applying for business credit. Stay tuned. So how I'm preparing for business credit. I'm gonna break this down real simple for you guys today. On the business credit side, I've spent $700 on Net30 accounts, and out of 7 accounts, only 3 have reported. So I'm done at this point. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just taking a bit longer than I had originally thought for these accounts to report, or it's neither that or there's some type of misinformation on my credit report and that's why it's not reporting accurately, or it's going to be the fact that I didn't spend a certain amount of money. I didn't pass a certain threshold, like over a $50 order, over a $100 order for them to report. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm done at this point. I'm not going to waste any more money on Net30s. I'm out of the game for this. My next step is going to be business credit cards. As you guys know, I just got approved for a $2,000 Arco Gas credit card, and that's with no personal guarantee. They didn't ask for my social at all. Next, I'm going to probably move on to Chevron and then see what else is out there for gas credit cards, see what I can get approved for. And then from there, once those start to report and build up my score even more, I'm going to get either a Lowe's, or I might apply for Lowe's and Sam's Club at the same time. But Sam's Club has a no personal guarantee card. They actually have 2. One's a store credit card that's good for Sam's Club or Walmart, and the other one is a MasterCard, okay? And this is revolving credit that you can use anywhere. I've heard of a lot of people getting approved for $8,000 and up on the no PG MasterCard, and personally, this is the only revolving credit card that I have seen somebody get approved for that requires no PG without already making millions of dollars, okay? Whole reason why I'm getting into business credit is because I want to basically get the money to fund this business, okay? Now, right now, my Experian is 89 out of 100, so that's good. My Equifax is 361 out of 580, kind of rocky there. On the Experian, there's 3 accounts reporting. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you exactly what accounts they are. It just says like financial services or packaging or different things like that. The Equifax, I know for a fact it's NAV that's reporting because it says $49. So I know that it's NAV because that's what I pay on a monthly basis. And then SBSS by FICO is 192 out of 300. So that's a pretty good score as well. And if you guys are looking for Net30 accounts, I especially would go to NAV. I can 100% say that I will stick with NAV, even though I'm not doing Net30 accounts anymore. I'm going to stick with NAV and still stay with that so it can keep on reporting, because I want to monitor my business credit, and I might as well get TradeLine added on to that. I might as well get my account reported for my business credit while just monitoring my service anyways. Aside from that, I have no Paydex score yet, and I'm not sure why. Neither it's misinformation and it's not reporting accurately, or none of the accounts that I signed up for are reporting like they're supposed to report. But really, honestly, I'm not worried about the Paydex score. A lot of people who take into consideration business credit, they do use it. They usually use it in combination with something else. I don't think I've had anybody so far tell me that they only use the Paydex score. So I'm not too worried about that at all. I'm not tripping. If it reports, it reports. If not, I don't care. I'm still gonna apply for what I'm gonna apply for. Now, on the personal side, I'm still sending out goodwill letters to help get some of those late payments removed. I've gotten 3 so far removed off Capital One, and I'm just waiting for 1 more to get removed, and then I'll be clear on that account. Aside from that, I'm disputing 1 collection currently. I'm going to be adding on an authorized user, which should increase my score hopefully by about 40 points. And I'm currently doing credit limit increases, or working on doing credit limit increases on all my credit cards that I have now that will do a soft pull, so that way I can put myself in a good position for high limits. Now, my goal with all of this right now is to get all 3 of my scores over 750. Currently, my Vantage scores for TransUnion and Equifax are at 734. I feel like if I add on authorized user, it should be well over 750, hopefully in that 770 range, and then in the low 700s for the Experian. So that's the whole goal with on my personal side. On my business side, it's really just to build history and get those scores up. That's really what I want to do on the business side, is just overall build history. The highest limit I currently have right now is $2,900 with Bank of America. Now, why does that matter? It matters because high personal credit, it means high business credit. So if my highest limit is only $500 on my personal, when I go to personally guarantee a business credit card, let's say with like Navy Federal, they're not going to give me that much more. I mean, they may possibly, but because they're Navy Federal and they're known for high limits. But what is going to be put me in the best position? What's going to put me in the best position is if I already have high limits on my personal credit cards. So right now it's at $2,900. I want to get that to at least $5,800 to $7,000 plus minimal before I apply to get my business credit card with a personal guarantee. The thing about Bank of America that's interesting is usually they say with most banks it's like wait 3 to 6 months of positive payment history on your new limit before you apply for another credit limit increase. But when I called them and asked them what they recommended as far as time, what was the minimum or maximum amount of time for a credit limit increase, they told me you can apply for one whenever, which is great. I personally want to pay, max out my balance for 3 months in a row, max it out, and then pay it off in the same month, pay it off completely in the same month before the credit statement is due, so that way it still reports as zero, because you don't want to hike up your utilization and it will shoot your score down. So I want to show that, hey, I'm using this card, I'm maxing it out to $2,900 every month, and then I'm paying it off immediately, right? I need more credit. I'm making too much money, man. I'm spending too much money. I need more credit. And in order to do that, I'm gonna max it out and then pay it off for at least 3 months straight. How I plan to do that is get every bill that I can on my credit card, and which will probably be like around $1,000 or so, something like that. Unfortunately, you can't pay everything with credit cards, which is kind of stupid to me, but I'm gonna get every bill that I can onto that credit card, right? And let's say it's $1,000. Worst case scenario, I'll have about $1,900 left on my credit card to spend, and I might use Venmo and Cash App to spend the rest of that remainder of that money, which will be at a 3% charge, which on $2,000 will be about $60 per month. So you got to figure I'll spend $60, $120, $180 over the course of 3 months in order to get a credit limit increase from $2,900 up to $5,800 minimal, I'm assuming, to $7,000. All right, guys, so bottom line, I have that goal to get up to that $2,900 card up to $5,800 to $7,000, depending on what they'll approve me for, hopefully up to that $7,000 range. And the ultimate goal with this is to get my personal limits as high as possible. So when I go into PG for that business credit card, if even at worst case scenario, if they give me 2x the limit and I have up to a $7,000 limit, that's gonna be $14,000. If they give me 3x for business credit, that's gonna be $21,000. And that's almost the full amount that I'm going to need to start my business. So that being said, that's the plan, guys. I hope this helped you out. This kind of lays out and strategizes what I'm doing right now, what I have on my plate in terms of business and credit and moving up in my financial life. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope this inspired you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and stay hustling. Peace.